Week 5 of the Diddy Combs sex trafficking trial began today with more explosive testimony from another alleged victim, this one known only as Jane Doe. The two were still dating and planning to meet at a Midtown hotel, except that was derailed when Combs was arrested last September. Anthony DiLorenzo was in the courtroom where Jane Doe testified about what she called the worst night of her life. Anthony.
Corey, despite that night of what Jane calls a coerced sex session and violent abuse, the two are still very much linked financially, we learned, with the rap mogul still funding many of her monthly bills. Jane Doe testified she was flown to exotic locations like this, to Miami, LA, and New York, to perform in freak-offs with Sean Combs for 3 years. And that to this day, Diddy pays her $10,000 a month rent, and even her current legal bills. Despite trying to break it off with the 55-year-old, Jane testifying she thought he was holding financial freedom over her head after getting voice messages like this in August of 2023.
For games where my life is at right now, I don't have no time for no games, baby girl. Me and you could be mad, I could have a spat, we could have whatever, then after that you better get on your job. That's really, that's all it is.
Jane told the jury she still loves and craves Diddy's attention, but wanted to be more than a side chick at the end of 2023. In texts saying she felt like a sex worker in the relationship, to which Combs accused her of setting him up. But Jane continued texting that she was being exploited and manipulated, coerced into a dark lifestyle, to which he told her, "Charge me," to make peace with the situation. Ultimately, Jane wrote, "I'm going to kill myself." She told the jury around that time Diddy threatened to release her sex tapes. Criminal trial attorney Sarah Azari says this testimony, coupled with Cassie Ventura's, was big for the prosecution's sex trafficking case.
This is a pattern of coercion, essentially, blackmailing these women that he's with, doing these freak-offs with.
After another reconciliation, Jane Doe said she was in Miami with Diddy in March 2024 when this video of the Cassie Ventura hotel beating was released, and he rehearsed this public apology.
I was disgusted then when I did it, I'm disgusted now.
Just 3 months later, Jane testified she found herself in a similar situation during a date night, alleging she was brutally beaten by Combs after the two made accusations of infidelity, then was forced into a freak-off with an escort later that night. The two last had one of their hotel nights or freak-offs last August. That was 1 month before Combs was arrested here in Midtown. To this day, Jane said that she never went to law enforcement or filed a lawsuit on Combs. She told him at the end of her testimony today, she prays for his continued healing. Corey.
All right, Anthony, thank you.